Hi everyone, this is Jim. I wanted to go over a game I played recently. Actually, I originally wanted to just play a live full-size game, 19 by 19, and just do the live commentary. But the online Go server has been going up and down a lot this week, and I haven't been able to get a game in. So this is a game I played recently, though, less than a week ago, and it's a 13 by 13 game that I lost. Not to give away the ending. And well, I was playing a stronger player. He's rated 14Q, and my rating is currently 16Q. So I thought I'd go over and do a postmortem out loud here. I've looked at it once already and identified what I think are a couple of mistakes. So let's go through the game. I have the black pieces. I go first, and I play 1-4-4 point. White chooses the diagonal point, and then I choose a 4-3 point here. I think on a 13 by 13 board it makes sense to play in a more territorial fashion. I think the corners and the sides have more importance in this smaller board than the center. But well, we'll see the center actually plays in this game quite a bit. So anyway, I have this kind of opening. This is sort of modeled after the low Chinese opening. I have this stone down here and then this stone in between. I'm kind of claiming this side, and this stone is kind of high, and my opponent's stones are both high at the 4-4 point, so they're somewhat high as well, and those corners are invadable. But he starts to build territory and approach my corners, at least the bottom right corner. So I decided right here to invade. This didn't turn out all that great, but I think my mistakes come later. I think this is still fine at this point. If we back up a second and think about where we could play here, I mean, I could just play kind of symmetrically and approach on this side and be like I have this half of the board and he has this half of the board. It seems like pretty even share, but he's a little bit higher. And also white has the komi. White has an extra 6.5 points that I have to come up. So I need to gain more than half. And so this invasion is an attempt to break up white's areas while still trying to claim this large area for myself. So it's an ambitious move, but you have to play a little bit ambitiously. You have to take advantage of that first move when you have black and white has the komi. So let's see. He just places a stone on this side. It's kind of far away from the corner. He's not really approaching my corners, and I didn't feel like I had to react right away. And so what I did was I stepped out. I mean, an option here is to jump right into the corner and just say, okay, I'm going to live in the corner. But I thought it might also be interesting to make sure that he doesn't build too much territory in the center. And I have the option of going in either direction from this stone as well and making territory on this side or going into the corner. Or running out and connecting. So all those things are still open. So now he approaches close to my corner, and I block, and then he comes back and grabs the center point. So clearly he's looking to have some center influence. And also it has the effect of kind of dampening these stones. They can't easily come straight out anymore. I could go with a knight's move this way if I want to try and keep these stones linked up to this side. I could jump into the corner. What I chose to do here was to try and surround the corner first. I thought it might be interesting just to try and surround this stone and maybe take this whole corner here if he lets me. So he blocks, and then I jump in the corner. So now I'm going to live in the corner, but I'm going to try and keep connected to these stones. And so I'll have a little bit of space in the corner, but mainly I'll have this kind of launching pad here to invade my opponent's territory and prevent him from building up too much space. So he blocks in that direction, and we just play a few moves here, and I block here. So I think I am safe in the corner at this point. He can push here, and I can block, and these things will still stay connected. So far it's so good. But, well, remember this connection here. It's a little bit fragile. It's relying on, when he pushes and I block, it's relying on the fact that if he comes to either side, I can actually capture that stone. So he can't cut it apart. But that is not universally true. It all depends on what other stones are in the neighborhood. And I was a little bit incautious. So let's see. He played a stone. My opponent played a stone. Where was his last move? Yeah, he played a stone here. This keeps me from expanding too much and also grows his territory. He's building a big territory over here. and I place a stone underneath. That's trying to restrict how much he can grow. And also I was trying to expand my territory, and he cut right away. Maybe I didn't anticipate this move. And I spent a long time thinking here. I really didn't want to give up this stone because he's got such a big territory here. But keep in mind, I have a pretty big potential over here. This is not territory yet, so he can still invade, but there is potential here. So maybe, you know, just giving up that stone is okay. And I think the way to do that is to just play the move B8 here. Just extend down, make sure this connection is solid, make sure I keep the corner, and make sure I still have some ways to branch out into the center here and reduce his territory over this way. Also, possibly I can invade at C3. That's a potential idea here. Okay, instead I went here, and I think this was a mistake, although I have one chance to redeem myself. Let's see, because he didn't immediately attack this group here, which is the problem I run into later. He first extended this stone, and then I extended, and this, so that was the last chance. I could have still tried to block over here and maybe give up both of those stones. Let's see, I looked at a variation here. If he comes in here and connects, trying to cut off my stones, I can try and branch out and keep these things connected, but he can kind of cut me apart here. Well, actually, this is not entirely clear. Let's see. When I get that stone, and it's a question of how far you can jump and still be connected. So I'm assuming white is trying to keep my stones from being connected. So that's why he's playing these moves, and I'm capping. So he attacks here. He puts his stone in Atari, but this is kind of a counterattack. I put his stone in Atari, and now when he captures this stone at D8, I can connect here at F7. Or if he extends, if he does nothing, I will capture his stone at E6 there. So I guess this is okay. I would give up these two stones, but I would be able to connect this to this, and this is eating into his potential territory over here. And you know, maybe if things go well, I can even link up to these stones over here. So that would have been better. Instead, I just continued to play over here, and now he plays the push. And remember, I said I wasn't worried about this push because I could always block it. I do block it, but now he can cut here, and I don't have the possibility of capturing that stone anymore. So he's actually cut me apart, and now these stones are surrounded. Let's see, let's get a marker tool here. Triangle tool. So these stones are cut off. They have no base that they can connect to, and there's just not enough space for them to live. Although I don't know, maybe I didn't try to save them in the best way, but I mean that's the root of my problems here, is that these stones are cut off. They are, I mean, there's white stones above them, to the left of them, and below them, so it's hard to run in those directions. But there's only this one stone out here, so maybe there's some way to run out in this direction, and that's what I tried, but I didn't find the right idea. Here, let's declutter the board here and continue. What I played was, oh well, first, that's right, this is not so bad, I think. First I needed to save the, let's go back to the move tool, that's a little distracting. First I needed to save the corner. He was threatening, you know, with just these three stones, he was threatening to actually surround these and kill these. They're not alive. But if I play here, I think I have a good chance of living in the corner, so that's why I played that. And so that was, you know, you have to secure at least something out of this collapse here. So he played over here. He attacked my corner, and I defended, and he played down here at E4. So now is my chance. Now I have a move to try and rescue these stones, or to give up. You know, it's kind of a decision point. I have to decide what to do. So the move I played is not working. It's a little bit too close, I guess. It's not a big enough jump to really break out. And let's just show you a few more moves. I play like this, and he just keeps surrounding me on the outside. So let's back up and consider what I could have tried here. One idea is to try and link up this way. So there's a knight's move here, a knight's move here, a knight's move here, connecting to these stones in the corner, which is pretty safe. The trouble with knight's moves is that they can be cut, but maybe I can get some mileage. When he plays these moves to try and cut me apart, I can peek at that connection there, and he can block it, and I can peek at this connection, and now he's got two places he needs to block. He's got a couple of weaknesses here and here, and I'm actually starting to build a bunch of territory. So maybe it's possible to really just give up those stones, use the threat of connecting to those stones, force him to surround them, and play all these moves in an area to capture those stones, and at the same time build up my own territory here. So that's a possible way to play. Another idea, which I thought was kind of intriguing, I looked at this later, is actually to run out in this direction. It's not, can I say, looking at the board, it's hard to say. It seemed a little more natural to me to run out in this direction because I already have one stone over here, but he has three stones over here. I don't know, but he played this stone here. It's just a hard call, but it seems like this might have been a better direction to run. I can place this stone, and also it's important to jump further. So if he completely cuts me off, at least I've got some influence, or I'm building some territory out here. So say he tries to cut me off, and then I try to connect. That will force him to block, and then I can push this way. So this sequence, I guess you have to go beyond the general appearance of things and look at the specific sequence. So this sequence actually connects. These three stones are now connected to these two stones, which is connected to this one. So I've connected this far. The question is, can he trap that stone? And I'm not sure. But while he's trying to prevent me from escaping, I can now extend in this direction. He can't cut here because I'll capture that stone, and if he blocks on the outside, I can attack this stone. So this looks like kind of a promising avenue of a way to break these stones out. And I've given up these two stones. I've sacrificed these, I've sacrificed that. But if I save these three stones and keep them alive, it's not just the stones, it's also about preventing white from getting all that territory. So that seemed like a pretty reasonable way to play, and kind of surprising. So it's a big jump. It's like a two-space jump. And then as he tries to cut me off, I use these threats of connecting to forge a connection to this group, and when he tries to prevent me from further connecting on the outside here, then I can come around this way. And pretty surprising result, I think. And maybe that's not the best play, but I think maybe there's some ideas for you. Okay, so in the game I played here. So I chose this side, but I didn't jump far enough. Let's see, that's compared to jumping all the way down there. And so this jump is just a little too small and allows him to continue to surround me. So I play some more moves in this area. I tried this cut to see if there was some way I could break out by attacking his stones on the outside. That's often a way to make progress. And it seems like he tried to catch these stones in a net. But actually that doesn't work because I have my two black stones here. So my cutting stone was safe. And so he wasted a couple of moves trying to catch it in a net, and then he gave up and came back and connected here. So now this group is pretty solidly surrounded, and I should really just give up on it. And well, I do for a while. I decide to capture these stones over here and build some territory over here, and then I was going to revisit this later to see if I could come back and figure it out. So he's while he's capturing my stones, I grab these two stones over here and build some territory. Let's see, he invades the corner here, and I first attack this stone. There's one more chance to try and make some eye space here. That's another way to try and live, is to make some eye space. But he just connects. Oh, actually, no, he gave up that stone, but he connected this way, keeping my stones blocked in. And so this is not really an eye. This is a false eye, because This group can be completely surrounded and then captured. So he decides to anyway. He played in the center there in response to my moves, and then I come back to the corner and I make sure I live in the corner. And while I'm living in the corner, he's placing some more stones over here, just securing the capture of these stones. And I've sort of given up on them at this point. Let's see. Well, actually, maybe I haven't. This move here doesn't work out. But I was thinking a couple of things. One is maybe I can branch into the corner if he lets me, and another is, one way to deal with a group that's being attacked is to look for weak groups around the corner, that are surrounding your group, and see if you can counterattack them. So I was sort of looking at this group and seeing if maybe that could be attacked. But he just blocks me, and I'm not making any progress. So I switch gears and I come back over here and just build some more territory. And I do have some pretty big territory, so it's not all bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, my note here. I finally give up on the center group and just come back and build over here, and we'll just see how it works out in the end. Let's see. So he placed this one stone here, trying to kill my center group, but I think it lives. And there are different ways. But you have to react to threats like that. Make sure you can capture that stone before he threatens your groups. He comes back and secures his group over here, giving it an extra, making sure it has an eye. And I'm just kind of cleaning up the border over here. We're sort of in the end-game phase. He's securing this territory over here, and I'm just cleaning up the border, making sure he can't invade. And he invaded in the corner anyway. I was kind of surprised. I thought this would not be possible because this stone is going to be lost. And in fact, he just lets me capture that stone. But he gets to connect underneath. So I thought this was a nice sequence, so something to keep in mind. You've got a strong group here, and your opponent has a corner with a stone on the second line that's not, it's not completely down to the border there. Instead of just trying to sneak underneath, you cut first, give up that stone as a sacrifice, cut again, and then connect underneath. And this connection underneath is also an Atari on this stone, so I have to respond. And then he can come back here and attack these stones, force me to capture his stones. But now this group clearly has a couple of eyes, so that's alive. And then he starts playing over here. He's going to capture these stones, and I finish up in the corner over here, and then he cleans up, and then he had when he played this move, when he played at E16 here, no, E10 that is, sorry, he's threatening these 4 stones. These are dead anyway. I should not bother to save them. I first attacked in the corner, attacking these 3 stones, and he saved them. And then I came back and connected over here. But that's a wasted move. I have better things I could do, including, trying to expand this territory a little bit. Maybe placing a stone at G1. Trying to get as much space as possible, because that let him play at H1. And this, I make a bigger mistake later. Let's see. So I block here. He fills in. And then I come back to this side thinking this was all settled. But in fact, I needed to play one more move over here to prevent him from invading. So another nice invasion of the corner. He just cuts here. Let's see, I didn't play there. I played here. I played up here at E13, just growing into this area. He blocked it. I filled in. And then he came back and played at J2. And he's attacking this stone, and I can't save it. And if it runs all the way out, it just gets captured. And so I have to capture his stone. And, actually, I attack his stone, but I can't even capture it. He fills in, and there's no way if I block again, he can cut again. So I have to block up high on the second line. And so he scooped up. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 2 plus those 2. He reduced my territory by 12 points, and that's pretty significant. These losses add up. But I think that's pretty much game over. I had some idea. This group is dead, of course, but like I said, this group here is the surrounding group. If I could find a way to destroy that group, if I could, for example, kill it from the inside here, then that would actually free up this group and it would spring back to life. So I tried a few things. I'm attacking this stone, he just connects. I attack over here, I'm attacking these 5 stones, he connects there. And now he's clearly got 2 eyes here. So this group here is connected, has an eye here and an eye here, and I can't take them both away. If I ever play there, he just captures my stones. If I ever play here, he captures my stones. So so there's no way to win over there to capture those. He's created that group with 2 eyes, so it's not a weak group anymore. So that move there was kind of a wasted move. But well, I guess I didn't have anything else to play at this point, and I think he passed. And then we just counted it up, and he won by about 20 points. So it wasn't that close. I mean, it was actually closer than it might have been. I mean, we'll consider there was this mistake in the corner that gave up 12 points, and you know, this invasion over here maybe could have been prevented. So even after losing these stones, if I had given up on them quicker, or if I had found a way to save those stones, either avenue might have led to a game where I still had chances to win. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Hope you guys like this. Leave any comments you have in the section below, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.